So let's just go right into it. Trump's approval rating is in the fucking toilet.
Shocker that.
Well, but here's the thing. Trump approval rating is in the toilet on Fox News.
That says something.
How bad does it have to be for your presidential approval rating to be in the toilet when you're a Republican on Fox News? No, and yeah, I 100%. The approval rating plummeted to 44% according to Fox News polling, down 5 points since March, and is 11 points underwater. His pathetic showing falls below his 21st century predecessors at the same point in their terms, with a 55% disapproval rating for his performance. So he's actually doing worse than anybody did in the 21st century.
Even poor old Jimmy Carter, who they maligned so horribly because he was.
21st century.
21st century.
Yeah.
Okay.
20th century.
I'm so old.
Yeah, right. I'm old enough to remember Carter. I mean,
how long have we been here?
So yeah. I mean, his only remaining strength right now is border security, which has a 55% approval. But even immigration approval sits at a measly 48% in the total. And he whined about it on fucking True Social. He went on True Social and he said, Rupert Murdoch has told me for years that he's going to get rid of his Fox News Trump-hating fake pollster, but he has never done this. The pollster at Fox News has gotten me and MAGA wrong for years. And so he's bitching about Fox News. How the fuck does that happen? But his political thermometer continues to plunge. Because on every other poll, he's sinking he's going well above the 50% disapproval mark. In some cases, like on Gallup, his disapproval is up over 54 to 50, almost to 60%. And so that's not great.
I'd say no.
That's not great. But the real kicker is that Judge Kohler Cotley, Rasmussen, with Rasmussen, he's -6 now. So the disapproval is up to 52%, or people that approve is down to like 48%. The people that disapprove is up to 53%. So there's an 8-point deficit on Rasmussen even, that's fucked up. So Judge Kohler Cotley basically blocked Trump from fucking the election laws. So Trump's trying to pass this shit where you have to prove that you're a citizen before you can get a voting form and vote. And then his other executive order suggested that if you were on state benefits, so if you were like on welfare, you had to have your citizenship reviewed, and based on certain criteria, you could not be able to vote. And a federal judge said, "Fuck off! You're not going to do it."
Excuse me, can I interject? Has he won a case yet? Has there been?
No.
Has there been anything he's won?
Like, he's gone up to SCOTUS, a handful of times, and SCOTUS has kind of sided with him in a couple of cases, but everything else they shot down. Now, here's the big thing. Going into May, they're going to hear the arguments over birthright citizenship and how the court weighs in on that will be huge. Um, and so, right, yeah, it's a fucking crock of shit.
I'm scared for that. I mean, I hope
Yeah,
that goes well. I mean, I really am.
the day that they plan to have the oral arguments, I'm probably going to do a live session in the midday, um, to cover when that shit's happening. Um, because yeah, that's going to be an insanely fucked up deal. I don't. Here's the thing: I don't even understand why the Supreme Court is even fucking hearing it.
Well, why are they?
Good fucking question.
Yeah.
I mean,
Come on, Oracle.
we're talking. This is the executive order where Trump literally said birthright citizenship is done. He tried to just erase the
Right.
14th. He tried to erase the 14th Amendment completely, and he can't do that. I mean, literally, he can't do that.
Well,
So
let's hope
here's the thing:
not.
he can't do that. Right? So erasing the amendment that can't happen. Uh, you know, but like changing the amendment in some way that might be possible, but even then, it's dicey at best. So I don't even know why they're they're hearing it. Um, oh, and by the way, the economy still sucks, but everybody knows that, right? Uh, you know, eggs cost way too much fucking money. Um, we're all of us, from a cost spend analysis, we're all looking at between a $1,400 and $2,400 increase for groceries and for amenities and everything else. So,
Yeah. It could.
stagflation, everybody's screaming stagflation, which means, um, we're gonna, inflation's gonna go up. The projected increase for inflation next month is, I think, 5%.
Good God.
And so if that happens against the 3% and the 4% that happened, that's going to put us dangerously close to Carter era inflation. Uh, yeah, Craig. I mean, eggs are like, I don't know about what everywhere else. You guys can tell me what your experience is in your locale, but here, eggs are $6 and change for a carton.
Wow. So I'm very lucky. I am inner city, but some of my neighbors have illegal chickens, and I just basically told them, I was like, look, I'm not going to say shit about your chickens, but um,
You got to
your
share.
rooster does wake me up every night, and breakfast make me feel so bad. And she was like, how many do you want?
Yeah, how
So
many do you
she's got
want?
chickens and I've got eggs, and
Yeah.
I was like, are you rich? Oh my God, you have eggs? So I'm very fortunate. I don't buy them. I don't buy a lot of things since I have this problem with my gut. I mean, I don't. I use a lot of farmers markets. I do a lot of, and I don't buy as much. I mean, I can't afford it. You know, it's
No,
good
no,
because I'm
I
not.
know.
You know,
I mean, none of us
I
do.
love food. Yeah, but I've had to really learn how to do a lot of shit. You know, make all my own bread and fun stuff, and which is better for me. But what a fucking drag, man! If you don't want to do it.
Wow, Elaine, you look really cute in that top.
An apron. She's making bread.
It's a
She's doing
cobbler's
something.
apron.
Oh, no bread?
No, I wore it today because my house cleaners were going to be here, and I was trying to do stuff so that they won't know what a slob I am before they got here. So I was up at like 6 in the morning, doing 90 loads of laundry and shit. So, and I worked in this. So
Oh, that makes it better.
anyway, yeah, eggs were 9 something, and it was right after the election.
9?
9.
Where are
Mhm.
you at?
I'm in Kansas City, Kansas. Um, this
Okay.
was in Riverside, Missouri, which is right across the river from me.
Right
And I
on.
was in Riverside Red X, and this was like February. I forget which day, but yeah,
$9.
I've never
That's
a dozen. But there's a chain here called Hen House. I mean, it's local, and that's where I do most of my shopping. And I think they're probably about oh, four something there. Usually, I only buy 6 eggs at a time because I don't use them up fast enough.
Right. I'm the same way. Yeah.
well,
Mhm.
I get 6 at a time
yeah. I
from the
mean,
lady.
like if I make meatloaf or
Mhm.
something, or the only way I use like a full carton of eggs is if um that yeah, Craig, I just got your message. Yeah, that's totally what that is. I will take care of that momentarily. If it happens
Good.
again, I'm definitely going to take care of it.
Get
Um,
it.
so anyway, but yeah, like the only way I use like a full carton of eggs is if I make egg cups, in the muffin tin or whatever,
Mhm.
and then like freeze those to heat them up in the morning. That's the only way I use a full carton.
You eat 6 at a time, Craig? Oh, gee.
Shoot. He's protein
Wow.
loaded.
Okay. You know what?
I guess so. Jesus. I thought I was fat. I only eat 3 at a time.
I thought eggs was
No,
supposed
no,
to be.
no, no. Don't badmouth that because when I go to Waffle House, um, yeah, I get 4 eggs scrambled with cheese. Fuck off.
You need glasses again?
I am having problems with mine. I can't see shit. I don't know. It's probably my carotid. It's all blocked.
No,
I'm
I'm worried about that. Holy shit, Wendy, get that fixed.
gonna get it fixed. I gotta figure it out first. Shit, it's taken 6 months to get in with a specialist, and that's with insurance.
Really?
Oh my god, I literally had to go. This is never mind. We're so off subject, but I bent over to feed the cats,
Are we
and
ever on
I'm
subject?
blind.
Wait,
Right,
well,
I
hold on.
like a full minute,
Hold
and
on.
I calm.
We have a subject.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
I
had
was
a
just.
TIA.
You had a
I
TIA?
did. I did. I had a TIA early April. It's like April still. I'm still having problems from that. That's why I've been writing so much because I've been trying to retrain myself to stay focused. It's very, very hard. But yeah, and I just got the appointment to see if it's my carotid because the brain lady's been through my brains and the heart doctor's been through my heart and the eye doctor's been through my eyes and they're all like, we're not really sure. You have high cholesterol. And I'm like, why do I have high cholesterol? That's fucked up because I eat pretty good,
And
And so they're gonna check the carotid, and they think that because I am old. You're right. Oh, field day for opticians. So what do you? It's a transischemic. It's a little tiny stroke. It's
yes,
a baby stroke.
endemic ischemia.
Right.
Transendemic ischemia is what that
Fish.
is.
I do eat a lot of fish. I do eat a lot of, and I eat a lot of vegetables.
Don't you
I'm
say
not.
it, Craig.
I
Just
don't eat a lot of
don't
chicken.
even start.
I
I know
just
what I know what he's gonna say when you say you eat fish. Just shut up.
no, don't
Oh.
say that. That's misogynistic as fuck.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Wait. I know. This is really bad. When a blind lesbian walks by a fish market, does she say "Afternoon, ladies"?
Afternoon, ladies.
I've only ever known
Yeah.
one blind lesbian in my life, and if I told her that joke, I probably would have been slapped.
Oh yeah. Did you see
I'm a
my
really
my
bad.
comment about I have seen queer people fight, and it is the reason I think that we should have gay and trans people in the military because those motherfuckers are vicious.
Oh yeah,
They
my
spent
ex
their
is
whole
in the
life
military.
fighting. Huh?
My ex is in the military. She's been in the
And she
guard
see
for 28 years, and she was in the regular army for 6 years before that.
telling you, man, those people have fought their whole fucking life. They're tired of fucking with you, and you just might be the motherfucker who pushes them over the edge. I have seen it. I have been there. I am so glad it wasn't
Look,
me that made the ire.
look.
Yeah, I called her last night, Wendy, and I asked about what you said about the martial law, not having enough troops, and she's like, "Yeah, I've been trying to tell you that. You worry about
Yeah,
this shit too much." I'm like,
yeah.
"Well, no."
Yeah,
Good.
asshole,
I'm glad to hear that.
claim martial law, but
Mhm.
no. Plus, plus too, here's the other thing. Like 38.5% of the military is all Latino.
Mhm.
Yes.
Those fuckers aren't going to do it either.
No.
Oh, you're right. I'll get back with you on that, asshole.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Bring them on. Let's see how many of them will be like, yeah, fuck you. I just wanted to do it. I'm so fucking tired of waiting for it, you know?
Oh,
Mhm.
Craig, Simone joined the live session. So you got to talk to Simone and make Simone want to join the session, come into the live. So, Simone, Craig's going to talk to you. Um, so can we talk about Nancy Mace being a cunt?
God. Could she be? I just, I can't. She is so horrible. I cannot fucking stand her.
She's
Did
the
you know?
potty cop, right?
Huh?
She's the potty cop, right? She wants to tell everybody where they.
Yeah. And
Right. So
she's
she,
also the tranny one. She fucking,
yeah.
she's
Mhm.
Oh,
such a
my God.
bitch.
The trans woman that walked up and
Oh my God.
she slurred the girl like 8 times or whatever. I
Mhm.
literally wanted to drive up to South Carolina and cut a
Punch
bitch.
her.
Yeah, I have a nephew who's a trans man, and yeah.
um, so no, so did you see the clip of the gay guy that she went at in the Target?
And was
Oh
it Sephora or yeah,
no, they
wherever
were
she
in
was.
Target and she tweeted about it too. She was like, some unhinged lunatic, a man wearing Daisy Dukes.
I
At
saw the
at
post
a makeup
about it.
store, got in my face today. Dems are nuts. So I went off, and I won't back down. I hold the line 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Fuck you. And I literally was like, here we go. And so what it was, he like he approached her about having a town hall and
Mhm.
why she wasn't having town halls. He didn't cuss at her. He didn't scream at her.
Mhm.
He didn't say
Nope.
shit. He just said, you're not having a town hall. Why are you not having town halls or whatever? And she got in his face and she was like, hey, motherfucker, I voted for gay marriage twice. Fuck you. And, you know,
Why did you figure that was the only way somebody would marry her? Women
It
aren't
increased
South
her
stupid
chances for
Carolina.
a
either,
date
honey.
by 50%.
Yeah.
She's living in South Carolina. So that means, unlike Bowick, she's not smoking weed because that would calm her the fuck down.
He needs it. Bitch
Um,
needs some weed.
um, so yeah, I now Mace is like her constituency is pissed off at her,
Mhm.
and
Jeez, I wonder
so
why.
she's gonna do it. The next town hall she does, I think it's gonna be a total fucking train wreck.
Oh, it's gonna be a shit show.
Um, a total fucking train wreck. So, um, between her and Bobert and
Man,
fucking Christy Nome, who got her purse stolen.
bitch. I mean, come on.
How did? First of all, I want to know, like, if you're the Department of Homeland Security director, why are you keeping your ID badge in your purse?
And why that nasty bitch put her purse on the floor in a restaurant? Come on. What do you want, a roach in your purse? What the fuck
I
is
don't.
wrong with you?
I don't.
She must not have had my mama. I can tell you, my mom terrified me of getting a roach in something. I would not put my fucking purse down for God nor anybody.
No,
Jesus.
the woman's a fuck. I would feel safer if Gnome or whatever were getting boob grabbed in a theater with her polyamorous boyfriend. I would have a less of a problem with that. I mean, Booby Bobert is an idiot. I mean, 100%. Um, although I think that Bobert is secretly in the closet.
Oh yeah, girl.
We don't want her.
No,
No.
I don't.
Elaine says,
Trans woman, I don't want to claim that bitch.
yes. We'll let her. We will leave her to our gentleman friends. Craig, would you care to take that one?
Yeah.
Wendy hasn't put her
One
purse
for the
down in
team.
50 years.
Yeah, look, I still claim Cher. So we all trans people claim Cher or whatever. So okay.
She's wonderful.
I do. Cher was. I wasn't a big fan of her movie career.
Can't do it all, baby.
No, you can't have everything right. So, do we want to talk about the Pope's queer scorecard?
His what?
So the Pope passed away. Is there anybody that didn't know that the Pope passed away?
I'm shocked. No, I knew.
Yeah. Is there anybody that doesn't know that the Pope is no longer living? If you're not aware the Pope is no longer living, I think I think you need to crawl out.
Good of the dead. The Pope is dead. Good.
Right. So
Craig is killing me.
so I know
He is killing me.
Craig
I'm
is
out
like
of it.
Craig is like herpes. He's the gift that just keeps on giving.
He's hilarious. Okay, yeah. So I'm sorry. Let's get through this because I've only got till 8.
So the Advocate came out and ranked the Pope's queer card. And so they went through all the things that Francine had done for the queer community. So in 2013, when asked about gay priests, Francis responded, if a person is gay and seeks God and has a good will, who am I to judge? That was like the big gay thing that the Pope said. And then the Advocate named Francis their person of the year that year for that reason. Francis told a survivor of clerical sexual abuse that God made you gay and he loves you like this. So, like those two statements there, when the Pope said both of those things, that's when I was convinced that the Vatican was going to assassinate Francis.
Oh, I did read this in your piece today. Now I understand what you're talking about. But yes, he was. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of organized religion of any kind, but he had a good message. He was a good guy. I mean, I don't know what he did. I don't know. I just know that.
Right. So,
space forward, he appeared to be a decent person.
Right. So in 2015, he encouraged parents to support their gay and lesbian children. In 2023, he formally authorized Catholic priests to bless same-sex couples. The Dicastery of Doctrine of the Faith confirmed under Francis that transgender people can be baptized and serve as godparents. That was fucking huge.
Yeah.
Then Francis met with intersex and transgender Catholics. And there was a big 90-minute meeting, and he was open for that. He repeatedly spoke out against the criminalization of homosexuality. Francis described gender theory and education about gender-affirming surgery as ideological colonization. So that was maybe not very good. He did compare gender theory to nuclear war in the book he wrote. Thank you. And then Francis was the first pope to communicate directly with a queer group when he wrote back to Kairos in Florence, Italy. That was a queer group. Thank you. Panda Express for dinner.
Oh, you bastard. I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, Panda Express for dinner tonight.
What's your favorite thing from there?
Okay, here you go. I like to nobody's shot. Orange chicken and 2 sides of fried rice in a bowl. So here's my bowl and here's my orange chicken. So
Nice.
So that should shock nobody because that's what everybody eats at fucking Panda.
Not me.
What? No, you can't. What's wrong? Okay.
Honey walnut
So,
shrimp and cow mint.
that homosexual activity was
See, I
sinful,
ordered a plate and you need a bowl.
according to church teaching. Francis advocated that queer people shouldn't be marginalized. So, I think in Francis's case, he was dealing with a bureaucratic system
You made it wrong because I get a plate with
that has
rice
built up
and beef.
like all this shit. And so there was no way that Francis could turn that
But
around.
I guess let's get a bowl.
That's
And
what
there's no orange chicken in here. It's just beef and beef.
that's no, it's not Taco Bell.
Oh, Taco Bell's even better.
No, Craig said he wanted Taco Bell. I
No, Craig,
love
you want Taco? No, don't eat Taco Bell. Stuff's bad.
Well, we have real Chinese here, Craig, but sometimes you gotta have some Panda Express.
Okay, is no beef beef? No,
You can make the I don't know about the Panda Express beef, but it's easy to make the beef at oh crap, I don't what's the bowl place? I can't think of it. It's a new Asian noodle place we have here. It's a little anyway. The beef. Oh yeah, in Dayton. Look, we have University of Dayton right down the street from us, and there are a lot of international students, and we have a lot of well, we did have a lot of international students. That ship has sailed. I'm not sure how many of these restaurants will keep, but apparently UD is keeping their head down on this. They're a big Catholic, and they're not saying anything about it. And they turn out a fuck ton of lawyers out of UD. So I'm hoping UD stays out of the fray, but
Well, getting back
we'll
to
see.
the Catholic thing, since you did mention that about you being
Well,
Catholic,
the
the Pope,
shocked.
they're going to have to find a new Pope now, and I'm wondering whether they're going to go back and get, the kind of moss back they had before with Benedict.
So I actually did some research into this, and I was going to publish an article about it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like 8 possible candidates.
Mm-hmm.
And Kira and I talked about this yesterday or whatever. And so, like 5 of those candidates, like the in the top 5, 4 of them are progressives, just like Francis,
Mm-hmm.
and 1 of them is like dead in the middle. And then the bottom of the list is all people like Benedict. But I don't think they can go back to somebody like Benedict. I don't think they can. Because the Catholic Church populations are hurting. They're really
Well, all church populations are hurting right now, from what I understand.
yeah. It's hurting really bad. Church populations, period, are in a severe state of decline and decay. So I mean, that's not. But wait, there's more. So get this: American workers are dangerously close to doing a full on nationwide walkout.
This is what needs to happen.
Yeah. So what would happen if the workforce in the U.S. as a whole walked out and went on strike?
Well, isn't that one of the things that they're talking about?
So the United Auto Workers Union, Sean Fain is clearly setting up a massive legal May Day strike for 2028 if it doesn't happen before. So, and at the United Auto Workers Union, they have, get this, over 300,000 signatures. So that means it's going to happen.
That's a big one. That's a lot for UAW.
Yeah.
They don't come into consensus about a lot.
Right. And so, like a general strike, if a general strike happens, along with Trump's tariffs, that's going to tank the economy irreparably bad. Yeah. The stock market is going to go. That'll take the stock market closer to 30,000. I didn't look at the Dow Jones today, and
rallied a bit today.
Rick's not on, so the Dow Jones closed at 40,000 today.
Mm.
So
Well,
but it's still down.
mm-mm.
What's Tesla stock at?
It's at oh fuck.
Oh, has anybody
Right.
have you seen the AI picture of the Tesla with the Edsel on front of it? The
Yes.
Edsel.
So,
Oh,
but
it's
I don't know
great.
about you guys, but the Teslas that we have all here, all of the people that own Teslas here have the little bumper sticker that says, "I
Yeah.
bought this before Elon Musk turned into an asshole."
Hmm.
I bought one for my daughter's boyfriend, who is one of the little eggheads out at UD. He works in some kind of shit I don't even know what it is, and he's had a Tesla since before. And that kid didn't give a shit about the Tesla. He ran the numbers, and
Right.
it was beneficial to him, and that was it. He's he's a doctor of electrical engineering. So
Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
Okay.
he literally doesn't give a fuck. And so he got stopped a couple weeks ago. My daughter was in the car with him, and somebody was giving him shit in downtown Dayton. Are you a Nazi or what? And Braden didn't know what the fuck the guy was talking about, because Braden doesn't pay attention to anything but things that go beep at his little laboratory, you know? That's what he
Hmm.
does.
Hmm.
So I bought him that bumper sticker, and I said, put this on your fucking car. It's important. And he was like, what, like totally oblivious to what's going on. This is a very smart man. This worries me that people who are this smart are totally oblivious to this.
Yeah, they're dumbasses.
I mean, really?
Are
Hmm.
you trying to show me your pussy, Elaine? Is that what you
No, I'm not. I was trying to set
Okay,
something to
okay.
there.
I
Well,
mean,
here's the problem. I mean, they announced day before yesterday that Tesla's earnings report, they took a 71% plunge. So I think the brand damage has already been done. I don't think Musk can recover. I don't think Musk can recover the company.
Yeah.
no, he's not gonna. No, he's not gonna.
No.
That's not gonna happen.
Well, here's the problem. The brand damage has been done. Nobody's buying Cybertrucks.
Well,
And
this is what I don't understand.
what's that?
Without, I work for a firm that is involved in the energy industry. That's as much as I'm going to say.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair.
And I do not understand why there's resistance to renewable energy, except that it doesn't have to be dug out of the ground, you know. And I suppose people are upset about the idea of the cost, but new technology is always expensive.
Yes.
As it becomes more widely adopted, the price will come down. So, but I
Right.
don't understand how these people can seriously be talking about, bringing back oil and gas or
Oh,
coal,
Okay.
you know.
oh.
That goes back to the whole like the thorium reactor thing.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, there are cleaner, more efficient ways to provide energy to people that need it.
Mhm.
And Donald Trump is saying we have to bring back beautiful coal.
Mm-mm.
Uh,
No. Let's don't say we did, okay? And let's just move on.
I mean, how many people died? Can somebody tell me how many people died as a result of being in the coal mining industry? Because that number can't be small.
No, it's not.
I have some people. I mean, I have some lineage. Hell, we've been poor. My family never had money. They worked in the mines. They were the sharecroppers. They were the white boy that had to go do the fetching. That's what we did. And the coal mines killed a bunch of people in our family, but they're still so proud of that. And that's fine. Be proud of that, but move the fuck forward so nobody else has to die. There are still people dying
Mhm.
of motherfucking black lung. Black lung.
Yes,
Yeah, Dan
exactly.
Smith. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm actually trying to look the statistic up because I wanted to quantify that. How many people have died from black?
Well, talk about Melungeons, Craig. I know me some Melungeons too. They probably my cousin.
In coal mining, because that number can't be small.
Oh my God, no.
And I mean, the number cannot be small.
Well, they've set aside so much money for it to pay people out to shut them up. You can tell how deadly something is by the amount of money they set aside to shut people up with. It's
Okay.
very easy.
So, talking about black lung disease. So, coal workers, pneumocanosis, from the year 1970 to the year 2016, 125,000 people died from black lung. That is 37% of the coal miner workers in the U.S. So over a third of the people who were coal miners working in the coal mines died from working in the coal
mine. Mm-hmm.
And they're proud of that, though. That you just, I mean, if you never experienced that, general vibe, it is wild, man. And it's beautiful in such a human way, but it is so backwards. My God, I mean, I get it. I love being proud of old things, y'all. That's all I talk about, but we can move forward. I believe that, there's no reason other people should die. And they think that these boys coming up should be just as proud to die.
Yes,
What? In a coal mine?
I
Are you
believe.
fucking kidding me?
I believe. I believe that completely. Yeah. Yeah. I'm 100%.
Loretta Lynn and that damn song.
But Loretta, though, oh my heart.
I know.
Hey, y'all, I gotta pop off. It's movie night.
All right.
Tomorrow night's wine night. So, let's have a glass of wine.
I'll find another victim, Wendy. Don't worry. Go enjoy your movie.
Love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for reading me today. I appreciate that.
Always. You saw that I posted you on the top level, right?
I did. I love that. I feel so special. Thank you.
Yeah, I do
Bye.
that for you, so it's cool.
You're the best.
Yep. Okay. Now we gotta find another.
New victim?
We gotta find another person. I'm gonna pick on people now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Voices of America. This is what we're doing. Let me find somebody.
I can see a number of who's here.
Yeah. Well, I can
names.
actually see who everyone is here. But there was like one person I was going to try to. Craig was supposed to work on somebody, and I'm trying to scroll up to find him to see if he was successful or not. Because here we go. If this works, I'm gonna sort of laugh. So it'll be one of these. So while that's working itself out, everyone knows that Elaine, that everybody's lying, that Trump's lying about China trying to negotiate, right?
China's going to eat our lunch.
Well, so Trump is telling people like China, we're working on big deals or whatever, and then um He Dong, who is the finance minister in China,
Mm-hmm.
he came out and said there is currently no economic or trade negotiations going on between China and the United States. So fucking Donald's lying about it. And so, that's, I mean, yeah, he's perpetually lying. I completely agree. But it just, between the 145% U.S. tariff against China's 125% tariff,
Mm-hmm.
the cost variations are getting very fucked up.
I just keep waiting for, I mean, he just keeps doing all this shit. And I keep thinking, okay, somebody is going to you know, get in there and say, this isn't how this works and you need to knock it off. And nobody's doing that. So,
No, I really don't think that they are, and so I feel like that's problematic, all the way
to say
around.
the least.
Yeah, it's fucking shit. Um, but the other thing that I was saying against the thing that we were talking about before, um, so I think if Tesla loses much more money, I think that we're going to see a margin call. And if a margin call happens, then Musk will get taken out. It's time for you to leave.
Mhm.
We have to save the company, and it's not you.
Mhm.
Um, so I mean, on top of the fact that 8 state treasurers are calling out um, his governance failure with Doge, dividing his attention between the multiple companies he's trying to manage, none of which are doing well. They're not. And Tesla showrooms are still getting attacked and
Oh, yeah,
charging
the one in Kansas City gets picketed several days a week.
Yeah, and then charging stations are getting vandalized and destroyed, and so there's people that are unhappy about it. So fuck yeah, it's not. Fuck yeah, it's not. It's not good. But micro penis Elon, has to be happy. Uh, tiny wee wee Musk.
Apartheid
I
Clyde.
read yesterday, like he's offering to sell his semen to people now. Uh, okay. How did we get here? Um, I don't fucking get it.
Well, maybe Melania will jump ship since he's still got some money.
I think she's gonna divorce him.
No, I mean, and go with Musk.
Oh, yeah. Well, but I think Milan before the end of his term. I think Melania's going to divorce the Donald.
I I don't look for him to make it to the end of a term.
Well, yeah. I think he's how old is Donald Trump now?
78.
79 is he?
78.
Yeah, he's 78.
He'll be
So that means
79.
that means 82 by the time he gets to the end of his term.
I mean, then
No, he's 6'3" and 225.
yeah, if you cut off both his arms and legs.
um,
Like
well,
I
maybe
said,
he's that much.
buy my airfare and I'll go to Washington and fall on him and squash him because I outweigh him.
Um,
Hmm. Oh, and who was
um,
it? Rick said yesterday that there's a McDonald's
yeah, right around the
3
corner
blocks
from.
from the White House. So I can imagine, man, that DoorDash guy probably weighs like 50 pounds, because he's running back and forth.
I can confirm that right now, actually. Yeah, let's have that discussion. Um, I have a maps program. Here we go. Where's the fucking white? There's the White House. Where is the okay? So within the White House, there is within direction of the White House, there is there's 2 grills. Uh, hold on. Here we go. Restaurants. Um, there's um, there's a Joe's Seafood. There's a McDonald's. There's a Taco Bell. um, there's a shit Mexican place, Taberna del Alabadero. That's just shit Mexican. By the way, when I say shit Mexican, I mean like that's the Mexican place where you go in and order the food, and then 10 minutes later it comes out because they make it so quickly. Not that it's shitty Mexican. Um,
Okay, well, Taco Bell is kind of like it.
yeah, Five Guys, within 2 blocks. Oh, look at this. There's a cheesecake factory half a block away from the White House. Um, there's a
Hey,
cheesecake.
ketchup is a vegetable, Craig. If you listen to Reagan,
Right. Um, but that's all within that's within 2 blocks of Lafayette Square, which is that's the back end of the White House. If you're talking about like against the eclipse, there's nothing against the eclipse. Um, but yeah, there's like numerous bad places to eat within 2 blocks of the White House.
good to know.
Yeah. So, well, shit.
Everyone
Okay.
being antisocial tonight or something?
Yeah, I think we're toddling right at 7 viewers. Um, so my attempt
There's
to
61 people in chat.
yeah, well, I 61 people that have joined. So my attempt to coax another person has not been terribly successful. So
We don't
uh,
buy it until we know you better.
no, I mean I feel like that's no fun though. Although if Beth were in here, Beth would probably come in. Um, but yeah, okay.
Is
We're gonna
Helen
get
here?
huh?
Is Helen here?
No,
That sucks.
no, it's quiet for a Thursday.
Mhm.
Uh, but there are also like 3 other lives going on at once. I think
Yeah.
what I need to do, I need to go like at 7 or 6:45.
Mhm.
And I think that we would get because going right at the top of the hour is that's a very bad idea.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I think that's a bad idea. Here, let's be let's be mean. Um, so um, um, yeah, I don't know. So it's better to go off hours. Oh,
Mhm.
Sandra, come on, it's fun. Sandra, turn me down.
Oh
Uh,
no.
yeah, Sandra,
Well,
I promise you, we're fun people. Um, yeah, we're fun people. No, Craig, it's not Friday. It's fucking Thursday. Um, it's fucking Thursday. That's what day it is. I will say this because we're really at the end of the news cycle. That I'm going to publish. Uh, oh, we have Janie. uh, uh, we have Janie. Janie, you should. Oh, come on, Janie. Really?
oh, and
Come on.
did you see the news story from? I think it was in Huffington Post that the White House Office of Faith, which I didn't know there was such an animal. Um, Whoever's leading it, I forget her name. She's one of those Barbie doll bitches. And says that she submits to her husband and that that's what women should do because the husband is
What?
the head. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, I was like, the hell?
Are you kidding me?
I'm
Really?
not kidding you. Honest. Yeah.
Why
Um,
did I not? Why? You know what?
I don't know.
Why?
It was on the Huffington Post today. Hold on, let me see if I can find it, and I'll put a link in the chat.
Yes. Um, I see. That's the thing. I mean, when I do the morning update, yeah, Janie, come on. You've been on enough. It's been time for you to come in and chat with us.
Mm.
You can make
Yeah,
fun of me. Janie, I promise you can make fun of me all you want. I'm easy to make fun of. Um,
yeah. 5 hours ago on Huffington Post, White House Faith Office leader says it's not hard for wives to submit to husbands.
I, wait, really? this is
Yeah.
I can't believe
Paula White Kane.
Oh,
Hyphenated.
that white cane bitch. That woman is a fucking disaster.
Well, and when I read she's been divorced twice before this marriage, so
Yeah.
obviously, yes, she does have some trouble submitting.
Yeah, she's a total train wreck. Paula
Mhm.
White Kane is and then she's like a mega pastor. She's like a mega church pastor or whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, like she needs to be audited by the IRS.
I like that.
She's as bad as like Benny Hinn and Creflo Dollar and those people.
There you go.
Yeah. Why does the White House have a faith officer?
Thank you. That whole church and state thing appears to have just flown right over their fucking heads.
I mean, any man that look lustful at a woman, he hath committed adultery.
What?
So when you grab them by the pussy, are you looking at them lustfully? Is it
That's-
just me? I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't feel like you can grab a person by the genitalia and not be looking at the person lustfully. And the Bible implicitly tells you
Well,
that if you do that, you're committing adultery.
the people I know who say that we should be governed by the Bible are the ones who overlook most of the verses that would put them in dust with.
Yeah, I really, that's my thing. I wish those bitches would like study the Hebrew language and study the Greek language. I know because I have. And understand how that language works. Because they don't fucking get it.
Mhm.
I get into a room full of Christians, that's a fun time.
Oh,
Yeah. I will tell you, anywhere on social media, Elaine, you
Mm.
get into a fight with a hard right wing, find me. I will register an account for whatever social media it is. I'll bail you out. But
Mm.
I'll literally, I'll bail you out.
Sorry.
That's why, like, when you go, like, do protests and shit or whatever, like,
Mhm.
I want to do a live while you're protesting so I can hear what they're saying and I can tell you, okay, here's what you do, Elaine. Go over there and say this. Go over there and then say this.
Mhm.
And then watch the sparks fly. That I've gone nose to nose with a street preacher before
Mhm.
who was in a public space, and I had both of my texts in hand, and I was shotgunning him, and finally he got so mad he pushed me. It didn't end well for him after the fact, but
No, I wouldn't imagine.
um,
I've gotten one guy banned from there for 6 months because he messed with me, and
because
he's
they're not.
back and
Wow,
he's back and
Christianity.
worse than ever. The latest video that Brian Smith put up was this morning, and it's the cops coming. Um, Astrid was there with me, and our friend Mo that just passed away, and the police came because we called them because they were stopping cars in the driveway. It's a violation of federal law. It's a violation of the Faith Act. And the cops are standing there telling us that unless they're standing in front of the car, it's not a violation of the Faith Act. They're allowed to, walk up to the car on the driveway, which is bullshit. Then they tell me, well, if Planned Parenthood's not going to call us, then we can't do anything about it because you don't work for Planned Parenthood. I was like, why are you so worried about protecting their right to harass patients? But you're not worried about the patient's rights to be able to drive in and out without being
Why do you give a shit?
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like you shouldn't give a shit, but
Mm.
you give a shit. I don't fucking get it.
Yes. Well, it's actually, I was a little surprised watching the video, probably because the cops were there. It was one of the few ones that Brian puts up that doesn't have me cussing a blue streak. Because I am not nice to those people.
No, well, I'm not. I'm not nice to those people either. So you're in good company. All right. Well, we're right at the hour mark. So let's wind it down because I have this beautiful bowl of Panda Express that I've
Probably
yet to.
cold now.
Huh?
It's
No,
probably
no, no,
cold
no.
now. Oh, okay.
It's still warm to the touch.
Okay. Well, good night, Mary Ellen. Good night, Elizabeth. Good night, Aaron.
Holy shit. That was the most depressing show ever. I never watched that show. I did. I watched like 3 episodes of that show, and after the 3rd episode, I was like, I can't watch this.
Well,
I literally want to go into a bathroom, stick a gun in my mouth, and good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Ellen.
hey, I wasn't going to call her John Boy. I don't want to get burnt down. Yeah. And besides, couldn't you just hear, Dad Walton, shut your pie holes, inbred. Come to sleep.
I feel like, I don't know. I'm just gonna say, because like I'm shamefully a Seth MacFarlane fan.
Mhm.
So that means I've watched a shit ton of Family Guy, and there's a Family Guy shtick about that where they do the thing and you hear "Good night, John Boy," "Good night, Mary Ellen," and they get the John Boy and "Good night, John Boy," and then you didn't hear anything, and then "Good night, John Boy," and then they say it a 3rd time, and then you hear John Boy say, "Can't anybody masturbate in peace?"
Yeah. Well, now, Allison Arngrim, who played Nellie Olson on Little House on the Prairie,
Right.
he wrote a hilarious book called Confessions of a Prairie Bitch.
Huh.
And it's hysterical. She is so funny. She has a stand-up act and everything. Anyway, um, he says that the Waltons, they didn't set up the same kind of uh, compensation for that show.
No, no, no. So
The Little House
Allison
people still get
Angren, I did not
royalties,
have a
not very
dollar.
much, but the Waltons never got shit.
Yeah. So Allison Angren wrote that.
Or-
Do not own this. I'm buying this fucker right now.
Oh man, you're gonna fucking love it. It is
I'm
it is
buying this.
hilarious.
I'm buying this shit. Confessions of Prayer, Rich. I'm totally buying this shit right now.
Mm.
Because I need something. But yeah, so I went to a play
Mhm,
recently. It was a musical. Um, and Richard Thomas was in the play,
mhm.
and he was doing interviews at the front of the theater afterward. And I heard somebody ask him, like, "Did you make much money being on the Waltons?" And he was like, "No." I mean, literally, peanuts. We literally did that show for next to nothing.
Mhm. Well, and I think it was probably because Michael Landon arranged everything, and he'd already been on Bonanza, and so
Oh, you mean Eugene Horowitz?
that's the one. Yes.
You know, there's people that have grown up thinking that Michael Landon was like a God fearing man.
Oh, please. Yeah,
You have to look at him and
you're
tell
gonna love Allison's book. I'm telling you.
him. Okay, that's going to be perfect because I'm going to read the shit out of that. Thank you, Elaine. I find your engagement and your daily guidance to be uh, invaluable, and I mean like pricelessly invaluable. So thank you.
You're welcome. Well, have a good evening, sweetie.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right.
Oh, all right, everybody. So, um, Confessions of a Prairie Bitch. Go buy a copy. I'm buying a copy right now, and I'm going to read it. Because I want to read that now. So I will tell everybody, if you're a paid subscriber to the sub, thank you for being a paid subscriber to the sub. If you're a free subscriber, thank you for being a free subscriber. Continue to share the uh, the information that we are putting out there because everybody needs to read it. I will warn everybody probably tonight. You're going to get a mail listing hit for the next chapter in the biography, and then I will do the second chapter of the biography again tomorrow. You don't read those; you're going to hate me after you read them. It's complete shit. My biography is a fucking disaster, and it's bad juju. But um, if you're in a safe space, um, stay safe. If you're not, get to a safe space. Um, We need all of you to get through this. I need you. We need each other. So let's stay strong together. That's the only way we get through all this bullshit. Um, and then I love you all, and I want you to all have a very good night.